So this is a video about the MiniDexed circuit board that's available that you can build. You can, when it's all said and done, you can plug this right on top of a Raspberry Pi, and you've got yourself a full-fledged FM synthesizer that emulates the DX7, the Yamaha DX7 from back in the day. And it's actually quite a powerful little synthesizer. I'm going to show you what the board looks like when you get it. Okay, so this is the MiniDexed board. You can download the Gerber files from the GitHub, and you just send them off to, like in my case, I send them off to OshPark. Now the catch is with OshPark is they're gonna sit there and tell you that, well, we can make the board for you, but we got to make a minimum of 3 of them, and they did, and charged me 56 bucks. I guess that's how they, get their pricing and efficiency out of their pricing. But anyways, I ended up with 3 copies of this board for a reasonable price, and the board itself is it's well made. It's well thought out, and the guy that made his name is Kevin. So this is what the board looks like. Okay, so this is the MiniDexed board broke down just a little bit. It's just a standard 1602A LCD, no I2C pack on it. It's just a plain old LCD. This is the DAC board, and I don't know if the camera will pick it up here, but if you get the DAC board as is, it will not work with the MiniDexed. You have to solder these jumpers in here, and I believe, if I remember right, it's the 2 on the right and the 2 in the middle here, if I remember if that's how I did it. But anyway, this is the DAC board. It's very small, but like I say, it won't operate until you take care of these solder jumpers on here. And last but not least, this is the MiniDex board with a KY040 encoder on it. You got your opto isolator and driver chips for your MIDI in and out. Dimmer. I put a little bit of caftan on here just to keep them shorting out on the back side of the Raspberry Pi, but there you go. Now there is some options for no MIDI through. The option is the default option on this is that the MIDI through is enabled, but if you don't want MIDI through, you'd have to cut this and solder that. I believe that's what the instructions say, but in my case, I've got MIDI through. So this is what the completed board looks like when it's all said and done. One bit of advice I can give you on when you go to assemble this, you'll notice it's recommended that you put some spacers in here. That's to give it a little bit of elevation off of the Raspberry Pi here. Also, like I say, I put the caftan tape on there as well. The other bit of advice I can give you when you are assembling this is watch your solder, because solder can actually make it through the vias, and it can pull up on the bottom of any one of your sockets here, and it can cause shorts and make troubleshooting very difficult. I'll go ahead and get this fired up and play a little bit of music on it for you. I won't go too much into the details about the actual programming, but it does use something called bare metal. And just to give you an idea, it's no desktop, no mouse, none of that, no wallpapers, no folders, nothing. In fact, it's very quick to boot here. As soon as I can get this connected here, there you go. And there's your boot time. Like I say, it's bare metal programming, so there's really no OS. It's just raw code running on the Raspberry Pi. Okay, so now I've got the MiniDex all hooked up, power, and a little bit of headphones here. Sorry, I don't really have direct audio going into my phone, don't have a mixer, but trust me when I say this, that if you use the DAC on the MiniDexed and plug it into any audio, you know, mixer board or something like that, you're going to be absolutely astounded by the quality of the sound that actually comes out of this emulated DX7. I mean, it's on par with a high-end FM digital synthesizer for sure. As far as the sound goes, what you don't see off screen here is I've got some studio headphones next to my cell phone here, so and that's what I'm recording on. So I'm just kind of making a real quick demo video, but anyways, like I say, the quality of sound is really good. Now, if you use the PCM on here on the side, it'll work, but you're going to get kind of an 8-bit fizzle on some of the reverb tails, you know, and there's an onboard reverb in here as well. But anyways, I'll go ahead and play a little bit of music here. I'll go play 99 Luftballons, which I think is probably fitting for an 80s style keyboard here. Let's see. And so, you know, like I say, it sounds really good. As far as if you roll around on some of this is the default preset load that you get with the kit, or with the actual the MiniDex, I should say. If you look at some of the drums, I don't know if we can hear this too well, but you definitely get a very well-sounding drum kit in there. In fact, you get several drum kits in here as well, and you can actually go in to the, let's see if we can go back one more here. Yep, there we go. Go back here and you can actually get in here, and just like the old DX7, of course, you can edit any bit of this, and it's a very you know, very powerful synthesizer, right? And of course it has all the algorithms that the original DX7 has as well. So again, I just want to say shout outs to Kevin. Thank you for designing the board. Really happy with it, and definitely as far as MiniDex goes, I mean, the sound that comes out of it is just on par with you know, a high-end FM synthesizer. You know, sounds really great. So thanks to everybody that's put effort into this.